Hello and welcome to our lesson on verbs of perception. Please pause the video every time you see the yellow car symbol to complete the designated exercise. So what are verbs of perception? Verbs of perception are verbs which convey the experience of one of the physical senses. We use 5 verbs of perception to describe the world around us: hearing, sight, touch, taste, and smell. So how to use verbs of perception? Certain verbs of perception are used in the simple form, which are also known as bare infinitives. You will see the sentences constructed in one of 2 ways: subject plus modal or auxiliary plus the simple form of the verb, or just a subject and the simple form of the verb. Examples of verbs of perception in simple form are see, hear, touch, smell, and taste. Here are a few examples. I can see the car stopped on the side of the road. I did notice the young woman speeding in her car in the far left lane. Or, I see a lot of traffic on the freeway. Please note that the first 2 sentences have a modal or auxiliary preceding the verb of perception in simple form. The third sentence has a subject and a verb in simple form without a modal or auxiliary. Verbs of perception can also be used as a to infinitive. A to infinitive is a verb in simple form preceded by the word to. For the purpose of this lesson, the to infinitive is the word to plus a verb of perception in simple form. The sentence should look as follows: subject plus verb plus the to infinitive, which is our verb of perception, plus an object. Here are a few examples. I like to smell the pine air freshener in my car. He wants to taste coffee that's been in my car for days. Please note that the to infinitive is in bold and black, and the verb that precedes the to infinitive is in red and bold. Please pause the video and complete exercise 1 on your worksheet. Welcome back. Now we will briefly discuss present participles and verbs of perception. A verb of perception becomes a present participle by adding the ing suffix to the end of the verb. For example, the word listen plus ing becomes the word listening. Adding ing to the end of a word indicates that an action was in progress when the action was perceived. The sentence should look as follows: subject plus verb plus object plus present participle, which is our verb of perception. Here are a few examples. I remember Alexia listening to my rant all the way home. I recall Sam watching me spill my drink on my car seat. Now let us also discuss present participles after verbs of perception. A verb of perception will also indicate whether or not you add the ing suffix to the second verb in a sentence to make it a present participle. The sentence should look as follows: subject plus verb of perception plus the object plus the present participle. Here are a few examples. I see that girl changing her flat tire. I hear his car screeching down the street. Please note that the verb of perception in simple form is in bold and black, and the present participle is in red. Let us also discuss verbs of perception and the progressive aspect. Progressive aspect is a form of the verb to be plus a present participle. The sentence construction should look as follows: subject plus a verb of perception plus an object plus a to be verb plus present participle. Here are a few examples. I see she is driving her mom's car today. I touched his shoulder when he was driving to slow him down. I can smell her soccer bag when we are driving to our game. Please note that the bold and red is the progressive aspect. The actual verb of perception is not part of the progressive aspect. Please pause the video and complete exercise 2 on your worksheet. Now we will briefly address an exception with verbs of perception. Touch is typically compared or equated to feeling something with our skin. For example, his car's tire feels flat. However, feel also can be used to describe our or someone else's emotions, such as, I feel sad that he got into a car accident, or he feels happy because he passed his driver's test. We have now come to the conclusion of our Verbs of Perception lesson. Please complete exercise 3 on your worksheet and be prepared to share your answers with your classmates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in class.